Hello, hello, it's more Goth here. Welcome to another recap with me for our big 50 on 50 war. You can see here I'm just saving up for this recap, not recap, update. Can't come soon enough, I think. So yeah, let's check out our latest war. We did pretty well on this one, I think. It was versus RezerWardogZ. We only dropped 7 stars, which were all on their five of them were on their Town Hall 11s and only 2 on their Town Hall 10. So pretty good, I think. I'm pretty happy with that. We had quite a few people over from Rude Dog Raiders, so thank you for them for joining us for this. It's always nice to get some people over to help out. So yeah, let's take a look at the attacks. It's a fairly good recap so I can get everyone's juicy playing in. Just to say, Chase gets a special video for his attack on 5. He's a Town Hall 10 and he tripled a Town Hall 11. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a separate video for that I've already done, so you can check that out now if you like. I think it will have just been posted. So yeah, let's go straight on to Killer, who's one of our guests, and he goes on with a full mass miner on here. So he first puts 2 goals in, just to tank. Heroes behind, just to get a little bit of the damage out of the way. You know, a couple of wizards on the side. It's a bit of a rubbish placement for his king there, because that king just walks straight over and he can get rid of him in a matter of seconds. So yeah, the defenses actually get taken out on the side there, so the golems start walking down a little bit too late. I guess it does tank for the guys on the side, who puts the boulders in, and they're just going to kind of like wreck their way through this portion of the base. It's a bit of a shame that he didn't have wall breakers to sort of get through this bit, so he was stuck a bit, but then the bowlers help out. Yeah, so he puts it down there, and then it's simple as that, like the rage, the CC's out, the queen's out, the poison's down. He puts a jump on this top portion here in the hope that they're going to go around and get rid of this Inferno Tower as well, which will make it a lot easier for the miners when he's deploying it on this right-hand side of the base. But unfortunately, everyone just ends up dying out a bit too quickly. And the queen nearly gets it, but it's so close, man. I think she just misses out. You'll see it in a sec. He decides to rage a little bit early on so she can get it. Look at this. Well, the miners are just making their way around the bottom, but just check this out. She dies literally with nothing left on that, which is such a shame. But yeah, these miners making their way around. He's put the heal on them. He's only got 1 hill left after this point, so he's got to use it quite sparingly. He knows he's coming around to that Inferno on the left, so he's got to make sure they've got enough health around the side to sort of last through it. So he basically puts it down here, hoping they're going to get their way through. I'll just speed it up a bit because miners attack so slow, man. They're making their way around, and unfortunately, they just start dying out a little bit here because it is set to multi, and that is sort of the doom of the miners, having a multi-Inferno there. But they eventually get rid of it, go under, and then it's just like a matter of a couple of hits where they're 1 miner. So, great job. You did nail it in the end. Fantastic job, mate. So next we're going to see Bill taking on a Town Hall 10, but not with miners for once, which makes a nice difference. It puts a pretty good funnel in. I really enjoy this attack. It's very well thought out. So he breaks into this wall in the top part, breaks into the wall in this other part, puts the queen wart down, and then he's going to put heroes in on the right-hand side with the bowlers behind them, and the king of bowlers. Basically just create a nice wide funnel for these Valks to go straight down the middle. So he gets the CC out with the queen, and the hog that goes in behind as well. Yeah, that gets most of the CC out, sorry. Yes, those two go in together. Very nice. As soon as the CC is kind of mostly dealt with, he gets the bowlers, a couple of giants, and the king down here on the side as well. So this is going to create a really nice wide funnel, but it's going to be closed off enough for it to go straight into that core. So, queen is going to start shooting on Mr. King over here. So very, very soon, as soon as that is like close enough established, I mean, that's pretty much there with the funnel. So the Valks go in, couple of wall breaks to break them in, and then like they are just so huge. They wreck their way around, jump into the core, all of that kill squad's going to right into the centre, rage, and then freeze on those, or just the one Inferno and the bottom expo. So he knows that's where a lot of damage can come onto them from. But yeah, they like pwn their way around, and then after that, like that's the mass amount of the damage done with the base. He's got, you know, a couple things here and there. The Valks might get stuck on a wall in a bit, but he's got Queens and King going around with all those healers behind him. So it's not going to be a problem for the rest of this raid at all. It's just a matter of those Valks working their way around. So I can put this in double speed as well, because it's pretty much just watching them wreck their way through the base. There's still like a good 5 or 6 Valks there, so you know they eat their way through everything that's left. So yeah, cracking job, mate. I'm not a fan of those air skellies. They annoy me so much recently. Yeah, sweet job, cracking 3. So yeah, next I'm gonna showcase Sven. He's number 33 on the map, but he decides to take on number 17 because he's a brave soul. But he triples it. Fantastic job. Very brave man. It's actually a 9.5 or kind of max 9 defenses, not offense. Clearly, I think he had the miners and bowlers, which is what they're trying to do. There's a lot of engineered bases on this other side. It's a bit annoying, really. So yeah, like standard really, like Wizards fun on the side, Golems in, Queen in, King in. I think bowlers come now. No bowlers, sorry. I'm not thinking. Doesn't have bowlers, does he? Yeah, so those poisons going to go down, but what he's trying to do, because he's got like quad Lalo going on here, the air defense is taken care of there, the CC is taken care of, and he's put that jump just on here, so it's going to get the Queen. So he basically achieves exactly what he needs to with the minimal amount of troops available to him. So he can save as much as possible for all his loons going around and the hounds. So you see those hounds, they're just soaking up all of those air traps. Again, a couple went to the loons, but mainly they're going to these hounds here. And it's just going to, basically they soak up all the damage, standard Lalo really. And he rages their way around them. Got one hound left there for the end, so it's actually pretty sound. Like, hopefully one of those is going to pop in a sec, yeah. And then that's all going to be pretty sweet for cleanup. He gets into a spot of trouble here at the end though. I don't know, maybe if it would have been worth bringing a couple of hastes instead of one of those rages. But basically, this is why I hate these Scully air traps. Because although like a couple baby pups here can take him out, the vast majority can get absolutely wrecked. So that wizard tower ends up destroying all of those loons, and then that Tesla hasn't quite locked onto that other hound whilst that loon goes in. So now finally when everything's locked onto that hound, it's taken all the damage, that loon can go and wreck it. There you go, 1, 2, boom, and then there you go, solid. But then it pops and all these air traps come out again, which is just the bane of my life. Like they go around, sort of, they wreck the pups here, bye bye. They come down and they start wrecking the pups here, which is all like I think this attack was pretty close to the mark. The pups end up destroying them now. There you go. But it's just like it's close. It's close to the mark there. That you don't need those scully traps going around. So yeah, I can just forward here to the end now because it's just pups going to that town hall. Great job, mate. You did still get that 3, so solid, and also brave at that level. Next, we're going to see a very standard attack for Ardy now. He's done this quite a few times. I've recapped it a couple of times, but it's a very nice attack to do, and it's just a bit different. Like a lot of people don't do this, so it's always nice to show. But it's a quad golem or quad GoLo, and he's basically just going to get the golems to go through the base and get rid of all of those air traps. Air defenses, so then the loons can just clean up the rest. It's a really nice attack, and in mindset, it works really, really well for him. So I think it only works really well on those bases that do have all those air defenses in close proximity to each other, though. I mean, it's the ideal thing to go down the centre. You get the CC, you get the air traps, and you get the Queen as well. So the golems go down, and he's following around it. The wall breaker's in. 4 golems. I mean, there's so much tanking going on there. He has got bowlers behind it, so you do need them to do those range when or apart from that range, you've only got the Queen there, so you do need those bowlers in. So yeah, the queen's going behind. She's going to get a bit of the trash on the outside as well. He initially rages it just so they can work their way through that town hall and get the way to Queenie. King goes over, aggroes, destroys her, and then that second rage goes down here just so they can work through the rest of the base and not get too distracted on these defences that might destroy them if there wasn't quite enough damage going on in enough time. So yeah, King goes down, wrecks that air defence, walks into this channel here, wrecks the other one. He deployed loons a little bit early here on the side because this air defence wasn't quite down yet, but then he gets it down now. He's still got loons making their way around here. So it's, you know, nice attack in the end. He still saves the queen ability for when he really needs it for the clean-up because she just got stuck on that wall. Actually, no, I don't think she does need it in the end. Oh well. Great job. Solid. Had those loons not in a pack together, clean up at the end. So great job, mate. Next, we've got another guest coming in. It's a very standard but well executed GoHo I'm going to show. Just the golems managed to do a fantastic bit of tanking in this one. So another 9.5, surprise, surprise. That's why we beat them. Yeah, so he gets... Notice there's not really that much air here, so he puts the baby drag to do a bit of funneling. Golems in, standard funneling, as it always is at the beginning of the attack, really. Poison down straight away. Maybe a little bit preemptive for that. I don't know how long it lasts out. Saves the second one for the CC anyway. Third golem in, and then the bowlers come in, and so do the heroes. So yeah, he's just going to rage his way through these guys, I think. In a second, hopefully he gets there. Finally, rages his way through these guys. So then they're going to get rid of the CC, and he puts out a jump. See how nicely connected that jump is. It goes here, 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 and the original compartment as well. So that's 5 compartments connected to. But if he goes into these end ones here, they're tanking for the rest of the base. I mean, that really is tanking for the rest of the base. Pretty much most of the defenses will be targeted on these golems in the middle. So he's basically just got like a huge amount of tank going on there. They're not really, I mean, they're going to get stuck in a wall. We all know it. The bowlers can do a bit of damage on the outside, but it's just going to get stuck on walls. So after that, you can bring the hogs in from the top, because these guys are not going to go anywhere near those goals. So that's when you need your hogs at the strongest. I don't know if he knew there were Teslas there. I don't think so, because it wasn't an original attack. And luckily, the bacon gets taken out with a double giant bomb. But, I mean, like, the queen goes around here on the end to start coming into this compartment. Those hogs are going around as well. So debatably, he doesn't even need that last hill. I mean, he's doing pretty good without it. But he decides, it's better safe than sorry, isn't it? So he makes his way around. And then, it's just clean up, really, you know. Hogs on the inner even, a couple of wizards on the outside. It's pretty standard from then on in. So, fantastic job, mate. Good attack. Good to have you over. Just I think we have got quite a few more. 4 more after this, don't worry. There's so many attacks in 50 on 50. I want to show them all, man. Yeah, so this one now, Abby did a very standard as well for him. But, I mean, no one else does these attacks, so it's always nice to showcase him. But he brings in the PEKKA charge, Queen charge, and PEKKA charge, double charge. But it's man, it works as an attack. It's so good. So he's getting this Queen walk up on the top-hand side. She's just going to get rid of all this trash in the top half of the base. That baby dragon does a huge amount of work as well, because it is huge. And yeah, she's just walking her way around. She's eventually going to come down to the bottom here to... Well, actually, no, I don't think she is. I think he aimed for Queenie here to get rid of this top portion of the base. She's in a bit of trouble here as everyone's targeting her, but he puts that rage down quite nicely, and she managed to work her way through it. Then the Pekkas come in with the healers behind him. So I don't know what he planned to do here. I'm not quite sure if it goes completely to plan. He definitely puts that Valks in, so they funnel in here. So he wants all the Pekkas and Valks to go through the main portion of the base. So they start walking in. King goes walkabout down the side. I'm pretty sure he was meant to go down too, but it works out all right. So the CC gets lured out, but there's no actual air targeting troops there. So hopefully that poison just gets rid of that baby dragon in the end. The bowlers end up following the king round on the outside. So you've actually got 3 portions of this raid going on now. You've got the bowlers on the outside with the king. They're going to start clearing this trash on the outside because the king's actually going to tank for them. I do think that was unintentional. I think the king was meant to go around the centre, because just the way he placed him, it just felt like he was meant to go in. Queenie here is going to get rid of this top trash on the left-hand side, and then the main kill squad is actually going to go through the centre and tank for the rest of it. So you managed to get a 3-portion raid going on, which is actually pretty impressive, you know. Massive amount of damage going on in this centre. He does heal those Valks up because they do need it. King goes down in moments with those Valks and Pekkas on him. Bowlers is just going to be getting rid of the trash. He even keeps two loons at the end in case something like this happens, which is absolutely what does happen. And it's just well planned for. It's like that scout motto, like be prepared. Abby was so damn prepared for this. Queenie finally gets unstuck on that wall there, and she's just going to gradually get away through these I mean, there's a cannon, and an archer tower there. She's pretty much fine there. She's not going to die out on them, especially with the Pekkas coming around. This raid is not a problem for Abby. I'm just going to speed up now to the end because it's just those Pekkas making short work of everything. Fantastic job, mate. It's always nice to see you throw this attack in. I still have no idea how you do it. I've tried so many times. Next, I'm going to show this attack. It's Hoff. He takes on 35. It's a variant of air and ground attack combined together, but it is. I wanted to show because it's a very, very strong kill squad. He only saves one hound to get rid of all those, or the one air defense that is meant to be left. It's just a very, very heavy goals kill squad. So he plans to get rid of 3 air defenses with it. So he puts guns down. Heroes go in as well. Wall breakers to break in, but bowlers, yeah, they die on it there. So it ends up getting a little bit stuck on this partition here. Not the end of the world though, because I mean it is quite a nice funneling and coming in a bit more from the right anyway. Those golems end up funneling quite a lot. He tries to put that loon down to I think aid with the funnel, but it definitely doesn't help because there was that Tesla there. So yeah, that rage goes down, the poison goes down, and that jump was already there. This is going to get destroyed. The king gets the queen on the aggro. There you go. CC's down with the queen on it, and then after that it's just kind of walking these guys around. He puts a couple of loons in to sort of help out on this end, which is fair enough, like not a bad idea at all. But then Queenie just is a little bit slow to getting that air defense there. So he finally puts the hound in now. He does hold back on it, which is quite nice, you know, very well timed. And it's actually quite a clear path into these air defense as well. But the queen ends up getting the air defense. It's not a problem. It has way more than enough troops left to get that final archer tower. And then after that, look what everything he's got for cleanup. He's got 2 loons, or 2 packs of loons in separate partitions to the base. Bowlers going around, queen going around, and then just pups flying everywhere. What a brilliant amount of cleanup for the end of the squad. It's a fantastic job, like really well executed and actually quite a nice attack. Finally, or second to final, we're going to show Bubby, another one of our guests. He takes on 37, yeah, in quite a nice attack. This is I'd say we're seeing this a standard variation of this, either GoHo or a GoHo. We're seeing quite a lot now. I'd say half of the attacks now are a variant of this, at least in this war, with golems or giants. Healers basically stay behind them to keep them alive. I mean, actually, it is just another variant of HGHB, but with Valks in there as the main kill squad. But it does work. It does. Yeah, from the amount of times that I'm going through and checking all the 3 stars on this, it does work pretty well. It's just a heavy amount of damage going in with that kill squad. It's just so huge. You've got the Valks, you've got the giants tanking for them, and the bowlers going around. So this goes a bit sketchy, I think, because a lot of people end up walking around the outside. Not the end of the world though, because if you look at actually the structure of the base, although the golems are going to, sorry, not golems, the giant's going to get stuck here, the queen is going to get stuck here, the king and Valks are going to start walking their way around with the bowlers, which actually works quite well out, because the bowlers are going to reach over all those walls and get the defences, and the king and Valks can tank for them, with the giants kind of like slowly behind. Nice seeing that little Tesla farm pop up there. But yeah, I think they do a pretty good job of that, because it's a quite good base for it. Most of the defences are on the outside here, so it's going to get rid of most of the outside. It's a unintentional, pretty good strategy. He doesn't even need those hogs until quite late on. So yeah, the queen here, it's a shame for those double giant bombs, but actually good they hit them and not the hogs. Not it's going to matter anymore with this update. The Giants managed to break in just in time for those that queen going through to tank for him. And then they just work their way through those Teslas. Hogs in on the left. It's pretty easy from here on in. Some would say, I mean, I would, if I was him, I probably wouldn't have put that heel down for the sake of swagging, because he probably would have got that air defense. And then the Queenie was getting rid of the Expo and Archer Tower and Mortar. So I don't think he probably could have swagged out. I mean, better safe than sorry, but he probably could have swagged out. So yeah, great job, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Just our last storage to get rid of. Great job. So finally, final attack. It's been a while since I have, so I'm just going to finish off with the one that got away, which is me. I just got away with it. So I went in for a GoLaLo on 47. The raid here pretty much went to plan. Just with the kill squad, it was a little bit off. So basically, I decided to save a rage with my kill squad for my air troops. But in doing that, I was trying to. I only brought three hounds. I was trying to get these 2 air defenses with them, with my kill squad, but it just didn't quite go to plan. I just didn't rage them. I wanted to keep it. So yeah, they go down. See, poison on the Queen and CC, and that jump's just there, just to mean so that those golems can go in, or that golem can go in, and maybe walk round to get rid of this. But I think he gets a little bit distracted on this Archer Tower here because he's annoying. And then after that, I mean, the King manages to come in here and tank a bit, but I've already used his ability, which was a little bit early. He might have even been able to get rid of it if he was in time. But yeah, I was just a little bit early on that. Little bit eager beaver. So yeah, Queenie just gets stuck in this elixir storage when that air defense is so ready to be taken there, but she ends up taking the Tesla, so it's all right. So yeah, so they're just tanked on this side, and I was just like, crap, I'm gonna go in here, gonna try to do it with just the 3. Just gonna have to be very careful with the loon and hound deployment. So yeah, I put in just 2 loons there to get rid of the air defense, the air sweeper, sorry, so it wouldn't keep pushing everything back, which was really annoying that it was doing. So yeah, just raging everyone up. They're going to get rid of that air defense, and Hound's going to come over and tackle that very nicely. Make sure you're doing the rage on the path over and not so much on the air defense itself, because otherwise it can just get a little bit stuck, and when you do need the tanking to be going on and going straight up to that air defense. So Hound goes over. It actually works out very, very nicely with this. I managed to do it with 3 anyway. There they are again, those air skelly traps. They can bog right off. I'm so fed up with them. But luckily they focus on the loons, and then my pups get rid of them. So not a problem. I will speed up now to the end, because after that it's just nice and cleany up. So yeah, really great war. Very enjoyable. Nice to do 50-50. Might have some of them over again to do a bit, a bit more of the higher edge. We've actually matched a pretty well-known clan for this war, Cold September. Check them out. 24/7 Fair Play War Clan, just like us. They've got a website. They've got a family. Give us a range of wars. Well, we're getting them now. So yeah, it should be a very interesting war coming up. I'll just do a final shout out to everyone that did a 6-star in that war, because you've got to appreciate the 6-packs, man. They are well worth it. So there are a couple of people that are very, very close to them. Not a massive amount of them. I mean, Ophi got close to within 90% and 100%. Bill got both. Jeff got both. Cypher got very, very close to both. Dusky got fairly close to both. McGill got incredibly close to both. But then Ali definitely got that 6-pack. Jakey definitely got a 6-pack there. Douglas as well. Hoff, Bubby. Base was pretty close. I didn't. And then Kraken and Who Cares wins as well. So yeah, fantastic job everyone. Great war. And we'll see you next time. Over and out. Thanks.